Hi, I'm Marty Nemko, and this is a short story that explores how much to sacrifice, to a stranger no less. It's called The Gift. Sarah walked every hour, not because she wanted to, she hated exercise, but her doctor said it helps to keep your circulation going. And fear of another admission to the hospital kept her padding around the block every hour like clockwork. Except for her walks and doctor's appointments, or I should say physician assistant appointments, the 64-year-old Sarah rarely left home. Such a change from her having lived exuberantly until just a year ago when she had her heart scare. Her doctor insisted she was free to do anything she wanted to, but her fear of death made her live overly cautiously. Sarah was also careful about her diet, largely plant-based. She even spent the extra money on locally grown, sustainable organic produce, even though that ironically could contribute to her outliving her retirement. Sarah did allow herself one guilty pleasure: pizza. The salt, fat, and carbs be damned. And not only pizza, but chemical-filled corporate pizza. She had a thing for Papa John's thin crust pizza with fresh garlic and white sauce. And Papa John's delivers. And that is what changed everything. To avoid eating Papa John's too often, she was as regimented in ordering pizza as about walking. Every other Tuesday night, she'd call in her order at 4:30 p.m., so she knew she'd have her early bird dinner at 5. Bad enough to eat Papa John's, but late? I have to have some limits. For months, Sarah had the same pizza delivery person, a well-pierced, well-tattooed, well-fed 20-year-old. But one Tuesday at 5 o'clock, a slender 50-year-old man showed up. He delivered the required script word for word. I have a small thin crust garlic with white sauce for Sarah. Is that you? Somehow his tone had more calm confidence than you'd expect from a pizza delivery person. Maybe it was his tone, or that she was feeling lonely. But in any case, instead of just saying, "Yes, thank you," she opened the door literally, then figuratively. You're not my usual delivery person." "I'm sorry," he replied. She interrupted and said, "Oh, not at all. I guess also, and this probably is rude, but you don't seem quite like the usual pizza delivery person." His face dropped. He said, I'm sorry I offended you." And he replied, "No, not at all." And a tear welled in his eye. She said, "I'm so sorry." He said, It's nothing you did." And after an uncomfortable few seconds, he said, "I'm saving up for the deductible for a surgery." Sarah couldn't resist. "What kind of surgery?" "I should go," he said, and he started to walk down the steps, but then turned around. "Kidney transplant." To deflect the uncomfortability, she quipped, "I should give you a bigger tip." He said, "It's not just the money. My body needs an unusual kind of donor, type O plus the A111 HLA allele. I don't think I can give you that." He smiled, wistfully, and waved goodbye. She stared as he drove away in his rusted Toyota Tercel. Sarah was bored with herself and her usual thoughts: fear of death, not having lived up to her potential, having remained single, not having had kids, fear of death. So she mused about donating a kidney. My life doesn't have that much left. Even if I died from the surgery, I would have made a bigger difference than I otherwise would have made. And wouldn't that be the ultimate romantic movie? We both survive the surgery, and I get married to that nice younger man. On the other hand, she thought, "Are you crazy? You were terrified of one day in the hospital. Now you're going to voluntarily spend lots of days there? And with major surgery?" Anyway, this is all silly. You probably wouldn't be a match. Not being in perfect health, the doctor probably wouldn't let you be a donor. Because of that low probability, Sarah let her curiosity outweigh her fear. At her next doctor's appointment, she asked offhandedly, "I don't know my blood type. You said you wanted me to have another blood test anyway. How about adding blood typing?" The doctor said, "Sure." "Oh, and while you're at it, would you let me know my HLA allele?" "Why in the world would you want to know that?" "Oh, it's for a genealogy thing I'm doing." The results came back. Blood type O, HLA allele A111. After a few days more of now scary pondering, Sarah called Papa John's. I'll spare you the gruesome details, but Jeremy lived, and Sarah didn't. Her dying words? I don't know. I just don't know. I'm Marty Nemko.